Merry meet everybody. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about my principles of belief. And this is the first topic that Colton and I have decided to do. We have a whole great big huge long list, so you guys are gonna have fun with this. But anyway, we also figured that this was the best video to do after an introduction video. You're going to get a little bit more in depth with who we are as pagans, and you're also going to see the different views, because I'm sure my beliefs are different from his. I have not had the chance yet to watch his beliefs video, but I am pretty excited to do so. So anyway, my principles of belief. Um, I have formed my own along the way in the couple of years that I have been actually studying and doing my year in a day and things like that. And I've come across things that I like and things that I dislike. So, the top thing, I guess for me, is I do not believe in hexing and cursing people. Now, I know that there is an aspect of witchcraft or paganism or whatever you want to call it. Um, I'm a pagan, but there's an aspect there where, there is hexing and cursing, and you know what? There are people who believe in that and they practice it and it works for them, and that's great. For me personally, I have this thing about karma, and this goes into a second belief. Karma will come back and bite you in the butt every single time, at least with me. The second that I am, not so nice to somebody, or I do something just to spite someone, uh, karma usually comes back and teaches me a good old lesson. So, um, I'm a very, very firm believer in karma, and I don't think it should be messed with. And it kind of goes along with the threefold law. Um, whatever you put out there into the universe, into the world, whatever energies you send out, it's going to come back at you three times as bad. Um, you know, I'm, I just, I'm very rooted into the ground as far as that is concerned. Um, so the hexing and the cursing and the karma slash law of three, they kind of go hand in hand, but it's a very, very big thing for me. My next principle of belief is that I don't I don't take the Wiccan read literally. Like, I don't take it into everyday life just yet. And Colton and I actually had a really, really good discussion about this not too long ago. As far as the do as you will, and ye harm none, do as you will. I'm sorry. I had to think about that for a second. Um, I take that into a magical context. Um, when I'm doing spells and rituals and um, things like that, as long as what I am doing is not going to harm somebody or mess with their free will, then I'm good to go. And he asked me a good question. He said, "Well, what about outside of the circle, outside of your magical life?" And I couldn't answer him. I could not give him an answer, and probably because I just haven't got to that point yet where I'm applying it to my everyday life. So, yeah, I just kind of take it in a magical context as far as spell work and rituals and things like that. As long as it's not going to hurt somebody or mess with their free will, then it's okay to do. Um, but yeah, that's kind of that. Now, I read online there was, I don't know, it's like 6 paragraphs of principles of belief, Wiccan belief, and one of them said that the only issues that pagans have with Christians is that they believe they are the only one right and true religion, and that we frown upon that, which is true. I do. I do not think. Sorry, guys. I had a tickle. Um, I do not believe that Christianity is the one true and right religion. I never have and I never will. Um, if that were the case, other religions would have died out a long time ago. But um, I'm a strong believer in believing what you want to believe. But believe it because it resonates with you. Believe it because you connect to and it means something to you. Don't believe it because you're jumping on the bandwagon. But yes, I'm a very firm believer in that. Do I hate Christians? No. And this is another principle of belief. I don't think that um, it is okay for pagans or Wiccans or witches or whatever you call yourself. I do not think that it is okay for you to, or for people like us to bash Christians just because they bash us. Now, yes, it hurts and it sucks and it's painful. I have been there, you guys know this. But that doesn't mean that we should do it back to them, because that's almost confirming to them that we are the mean, hateful people that they think we are. And, if we want to get away from that whole image, you gotta know when to let things slide. And I'm not saying you shouldn't stand up for your beliefs and you shouldn't stand up for yourself, but there comes a point where it's too much, or it's not the right place or time. But anyway, um, now as far as spells, this is another belief of mine. I only do them when it is, the last thing I can possibly do in order to achieve what I need to achieve. I do not automatically go to a spell for money when I need it. I don't automatically go to a spell when I'm having friendship issues or family issues or whatever, what have you. I believe in doing everything you can within your power. Everything I can do aside from magic, I do it to try and fix my problem, my issue, whatever. Um, if that does not work, then I will turn to some kind of spell working to kind of help it along. Um, but I mean, the second I get into a fight with my sister, I'm not going to cast a circle and light a candle and say a spell and hope that everything's okay. No, that's not what I believe. Um, what I would do is talk to her, try to figure it out, try to settle the argument, apologize, maybe talk to our parents or, something like that. And if that doesn't work, if it doesn't help the relationship, then I will turn to a spell and I will ask Kuan Yin to strengthen the bond that we have as sisters and to help remind us that we do love each other despite our differences. So, yeah, guys, those are very, very, very basic beliefs, and I know they're not very in depth, but I have a lot of learning and growing to do, and I'm sure that it's going to change as I learn and grow. Um, these are the basics, um, and right now they work for me. Um, it's and I guess if I were to add one more belief in there, it's that there is no right or wrong answer on this path. There just isn't. Um, there's no right or wrong way to create a book of shadows. There's no right or wrong way to use divination. There's no right or wrong way to do a spell or a ritual or to cast a circle. Um, the possibilities out there are absolutely endless, and that's just a big thing with me. I believe in doing what resonates with you. Um, so yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you very, very, very much for watching and subscribing. Um, I love doing these videos for you guys. I know Colton does too. We're having a blast with it. And yeah. So I will be talking to you guys soon. Blessed be.